This coffee right now is much needed. Just gotta mix her up. I put in lactose-free milk, a little bit of half and half, and I just added a teeny bit of some oat milk vanilla creamer. So let's see how she tastes. Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I don't think I uploaded anything since God knows how many months. But now that I have graduated PA school, started as an urgent care provider, switched over to internal med, I finally feel like I have a decent, somewhat work-life balance, and I'm not exhausted all the time. So I'm very consistent on Instagram. Like, I update everything on there, but I am trying to be more consistent with YouTube because it's so much fun when I watch everybody's vlogs. I love their like a week in my life vlog. So this is more of like an update, kind of like how I'm doing, what I'm doing, etc. So buckle up. Okay, so I graduated PA school, took my PANCE. This was all back in July. So July of 2022, I finished my finals. Then all of August, I studied for the board exam. And then I took my board exam the second week of September in 2022. And then 5 days after, I got my results that I passed. It was an extremely hard test. Like, by the grace of God, I passed because wow, it was insane. And after I took my board exam, I didn't leave my house for like 5 days. If it weren't for two of my closest friends from PA school to literally force me out of the house for one of the days and to eat and to shower, I would not have done it. I literally thought I failed. That's how hard it was. And hold on a second. Okay, pardon that little interruption. So yeah, I thought I failed. And usually sometimes I'll take tests and say oh, I totally failed that test, even though I kind of knew I didn't. I know I was one of those annoying people. Whatever, I hated that. But this one, truly, I went in and I came back out and I was like, I learned nothing in PA school. I have absolutely zero information in my head and I'm not cut out for this. It's meant to be hard. It's not meant to be easy. And that's just the reality of it. It is what it is. But alhamdulillah, thank God, I passed. Side note, my coffee is so good this morning. Then after I passed, I had actually applied to jobs before I took my board exam. So I started applying to jobs around July when I was still in school. And I had already had a job offer. I didn't accept because I was, hesitant because obviously as a new grad, I was worried that I wasn't cut out for urgent care, even though that's truly what I really wanted. But I ended up accepting urgent care, as some of you know from seeing my Instagram post. So I was an urgent care provider starting October 31st, so Halloween. Starting October 31st, and I worked there solidly for a few months. Now, I love urgent care. I thrive in chaos. I love the hustle and bustle. I love doing procedures all day long. Charting sucks, but that's anywhere. But I truly loved it. The thing that I did not love was the long hours. That was just not, although it did fly, after it was 4 10-hour shifts a week. So after I got home from work, I just did not want to do anything. I just wanted to lay down in bed and go to sleep. Like, I didn't even want to eat. That's how exhausted I was. And the way it was scheduled, it was not a consistent schedule. So every week the days changed, and it just was not working out for me. And I had to work 2 weekends out of the month, and I feel like that's like my whole entire month gone, because I'm young. I'm 28 years old. This is the time for me to enjoy my life. And I did not imagine my life being that hard and difficult and like somewhat depressing, because I was always working. Like, it was all work and no fun. And that's not how I saw my life after PA school. And I just was doing a lot of self-reflection, talked about this with all my friends, like my closest friends, with my husband, with my family. And oh my God, there's a bird right here. Oh my gosh, I don't want to move my phone. It's gonna fly away. It's like, oh, it flew away. Wow. Anywho, my friends would always tell me, like, they could see a clear, like, it kind of looked like a cloud over my head at times, because I was just so exhausted. And I always had major FOMO because everybody would be hanging out on the weekends and I was taking care of my patients. And I was seeing a huge load of patients because I was sole provider, and I got thrown into being sole provider after like 2 weeks of training. And it wasn't really training, I was just working with another provider. So I made the hard decision of putting in my 2 weeks, and I was so sad about it. Not because I was going to miss the hours, but my staff at that clinic, when I tell you guys, I had the best staff I've ever had in my life. And my only regret leaving that place is leaving them, because wow, they were amazing. I don't even think I was that good of a medical assistant when I was a medical assistant. Like, these girls, just wow. I truly do miss them for sure. So I made the switch to internal medicine / family medicine. I will come back later to give the update. I have to go into my shift right now, but I don't have crazy hours anymore, and that's a huge plus. Okay, just finished my morning patients, so back in the car we go for lunch break, and then I'm actually gonna head home for lunch, and then I have a full afternoon of patients. So with the updates, I think we left off on me making the switch to internal medicine, so / family practice. So I have been on internal med for 1 month actually. So I started May 1st and today is June 7th. So it's been a little over a month, and honestly, imposter syndrome never goes away, but I finally feel like I'm getting the hang of it. It's very different from urgent care. Like, urgent care is like, oh, you have ear pain? Okay, let's check your ear, throat, nose, you know, listen to your lungs, heart, and here's some antibiotics, moving on. Versus internal med / family med, it's like a laundry list of things that are going on, and then things that are chronic that you follow up on, and then the screenings like cervical cancer, breast cancer, colon cancer. Make sure their vaccines are up to date. Do you have your COVID vaccine? Do you have your shingles vaccine? So there's a lot of that, making sure that your parents are well taken care of, because really you are the first person that catches everything. So you want to make sure you're doing your due diligence so that you're taking care of your patients to your best ability. And one of the things I really like that's very different from urgent care is continuity of care. So I found myself in urgent care always wondering, like, oh, I wonder how my patient's doing. Did they follow up with primary, etc.? And usually I would call my patients back in urgent care after a few days to be like, hey, like, did the meds work? How are you feeling? To make sure that I did right by my patient. Here, I can schedule them for a follow-up and then get all the notes. If I had referred them out to like cardio, for example, because I heard a heart murmur, I can request those cardio notes and make sure that they're being followed up on, being taken care of. So continuity of care is something that I really like. So that's, ow, that hurt. That's my spiel for now for my new job. What else? What else is new? Oh, I think I skipped like a big thing. I actually, in October, I went to Bangladesh. So for those of you who don't know, I am married to a Bangladeshi man. We met in college and we got married. I'm North African, I'm Algerian, he's Bangladeshi, so two completely different cultures. So we actually went to visit his hometown where his grandma lives, so that was really nice. We spent I think 8 days there, and then right after we went to Turkey. So it was my second time in Turkey, his first time in Turkey, so that was really nice. I loved Bangladesh, like the food, the culture, the food and the shopping, A1. Like, I newly discovered that I love how saris look on me. I always loved saris, just never knew how to put them on, so finally learned, and I bought a lot of cute saris. So just waiting for some more parties to wear them to. But anywho, I'm about to go home, have lunch. Yesterday was Taco Tuesday, so I have leftover beef, leftover taco shells, leftover guac. I am hungry, so see you guys in a bit. So this is the time where I usually sit down, review my notes for my next set of patients in the afternoon, and then just go over my morning ones to make sure I locked everything. I just have one more to lock just because I needed my medical assistant to put in a few details. So I'm gonna go ahead and lock that chart while I wait for my next patient to be roomed. I needed a pick-me-up, so I'm trying this energy drink. It's called Zoa. It's a white peach flavor. Honestly, energy drinks are not my favorite. They all taste super sweet, and this one is like extremely sweet, but I need to pick me up because I have a workout today at 6:30 and I just need to be like pumped, and I need to be pumped for my afternoon patients. So I'm gonna go ahead and work on my notes and start my afternoon. These are by far my favorite snacks from Costco. They're so filling, and I'm hungry but don't want to eat a heavy meal before I work out. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and have one of these because I love the little pepper jack and Colby Jack cheese. Guys, I am on my way to my F45 workout class. So let's see if I'm able to catch a few clips when I'm in there.
We got some more people coming in. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, with that 4.
Here we have some dinner.
Damn, that's good.
We have some fried rice, salmon made by my husband, and some veggies. Bon appetit. I'm gonna snuggle now and watch some TV. I hope you guys have a good night, and I hope you guys enjoyed this little update and day in my life. Bye, guys.